Paige Falk. I'm going to be hosting tonight, and tonight we have some special guests from the Purdue Stand-Up Comedy Club.
Wow.
Hello. Yes. Viewers that have been watching this before will know that I am also a part of the Purdue Stand-Up Comedy Club, and so tonight we are going to be learning even more about this wonderful club we have on campus. So we're going to have everyone introduce themselves and talk a little bit about comedy, and then we'll play a game later, just for fun. All right, so up first.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Yeah,
Did you
tell us some more.
tell us some more?
Where are you from? What do you do?
I am from the Bay Area in California. I study computer science, and I am a junior.
All right.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Lavin. I'm a senior studying biochemistry with concentration in chemistry, and I'm the president of the Purdue Stand-Up Comedy Club. Been around the block a couple years. I joined when I was a freshman. I saw them at the Be Involved Fair, and I was like, I think I'm funny, and I think I could do this. So I just showed up, and now I'm here 4 years later, so.
Wait, I kind of want to talk about why I
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
I joined the call out in freshman year, and then I saw it and I was like, I kind of want to do it, and then I ended up not doing it all of freshman year. And then sophomore year, I was like, I'm going to do it now, and then I went to my first open mic, and then I kept doing it.
Hi, my name is Madison Wells. I'm the community lead on the Purdue Stand-Up Comedy Board. I'm from Elkhart, Indiana, communications major. And I got my start here, actually. I just showed up to a random open mic we were doing at, like, the walk-on stage. I was with one of my BGR friends, and she was like, you should totally do that. You're funny. And I'm like, okay, bet. And I was like, no, I'm actually not going to do it. And she's like, I'll give you $5 if you do. So I got my $5, and I've been a part of this club for almost 3 years now. So
Very nice.
That's crazy.
Cool.
Very nice.
Cool. I wanted to ask you guys, I had some funny questions to ask. Like, what are your most used emojis?
Crazy segue.
I just started writing down questions because I was like, I don't know what to ask.
Like, do you want us to pull out our phones and check, or just off of
You could pull out your phone and check, or if you could do it off memory.
I can do it off memory. Okay, so I know
the
it's not
purple
like...
demon thing? You know?
The purple demon thing.
Yeah. This technically isn't an emoji, but, like, it's not on the register, but you know the one where it's kind of like...
Yeah.
Samsung believes that it's really a part of the emoji list, so it just, like, pops up on my GIF set whenever I open up my keyboard.
Yeah. I have Apple, so I don't have any of those fun ones. I think my most used is probably just thumbs up.
I want to check what mine is now.
I use emojis a lot. One that I use a lot is the, like, dolphin, or is it a dolphin? Or it's a seal. It's a seal laying down, and he's like this. I don't know. I just think that one's funny to say, like, after
apparently
you say something.
I use skull emoji the most.
My most used is the crying emoji.
Lovely.
Aw, checks out.
But, yeah, I love the seal laying down, and then I also really like the Stonehenge rock one.
Oh, yeah.
In what situation do you use that one?
It kind of just looks like... My brother uses it in place of bruh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just think it's funny to, like, ask a question and put it afterwards to be like, so what are we thinking for dinner? I don't know.
Now I wonder what mine most used are. Mine most used.
I kind of like that, actually. I might start doing that.
I have the thumbs up. I have the happy face with the blush that I like to send to my mom, and then I have the...
Like the one that goes like this?
No, not the one. Just the one that's just like...
Aw,
and then I
baby
have
cheesin'.
and then I have like the big like spark like eye things that are sort of like the pouty face that I like to send to my roommate and all of my guy friends. I like to send them like the worst memes I could find online, and followed by that.
I kind of love that, though.
Yes. Okay, so my next question was, why did you start doing comedy? And was this something that you always wanted to do, or was this just something you were like, this looks cool, I'll do that? So let's start with Jack.
I would say I kind of always wanted to do it, but I was always like very nervous to get on stage. So I was just very nervous about it for a while. And then one day at the start of sophomore year, that was last fall, I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to go up. And then I bombed my ass off. But then I think the thing about bombing is, like, once you bomb, you're like, I need to go back and, like, redeem myself.
Yeah.
It's like what's it called? Like the gambler Like the gambling.
Oh,
club.
like it's a gambling
Like
edition.
you're one mic away from not bombing. That's how it felt like to
I
me.
always just
Let's
think
go
about
gambling.
the meme
dang
of the
it.
guy mining for diamonds.
Yeah.
He like turns away and the diamonds are right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you throw a microphone across the stage.
Anyone looking to join PSUC, you're one open mic away from Dave Chappelle status.
Yes.
For me, I grew up watching a lot of stand-up comedy with my dad and just like comedy in general. Like I watched a lot of SNL with my dad. I watched I can remember when like Bo Burnham's special came out on Netflix. I sat and I watched it with him. And I remember just thinking like I could do that. But like when you're in like high school or younger, it's really hard to get into stand-up because it is something that's very much like you have to be 21, you have to be able to go to a bar, stuff like that. And so when I came to Purdue and I saw they had a stand-up comedy club, I was like, oh my God, like that's so cool. I want to try it. And I very quickly was like dissuaded or persuaded not to because like when I was a freshman here, which was like 4 years ago, there were no girls in the club. There was one girl and she had graduated. So it was essentially just going to be me. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And then my second semester at Purdue came and I had no friends and I was desperate. So I said, if all my friends are going to be boys, then that's that. And I went out and I tried it and I fell in love with it. So
Yeah. That's cute. Yeah, I've always like been a performer my entire life. I did theater, choir, and band when I was in high school. Yeah, and when I got to college, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life now that I'm not doing any of those things. So I kind of came across this whole comedy thing, and I'm like, I'm okay at public speaking. I'm not about to piss my pants when I go up in front of a crowd of people. I might as well give it a shot. And I guess it kind of stuck, and I've been here ever since.
Very nice. Very nice. My next question was, how has it been with the PSUC?
the pizza.
Yeah.
The state of the PSUC, Mrs. President.
I hate it. It's the worst. No, it's a bit. Edit that out.
You are the president.
Honestly, it's been really great being in the club for as long as I have to watch it kind of grow and change. My freshman year, was very early on for the club. I think it was like the third or fourth year the club had even been a thing. And so after my first year being in it, everybody who was leading the club on the board graduated.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was just left to me and kind of the rest of the sophomores and juniors that could, that were still here to kind of keep the presence alive. And it definitely was hard at the beginning because it was what do we do now?
Yeah.
What the fuck do we do? But it's been really worth it to see the grub. To see the club to see the club grow and change and just see all these amazing people who are here. Because I also watch you guys grow and change. I can remember the first time Madison performed. I can remember the first time Jack performed. And it's watching you guys grow. Paige, I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember the first time you performed. I'm so sorry. I wish I could sit here and be I genuinely remember the first time you performed, but I can't.
I don't think she's ever grown either.
Shut up.
But it's interesting that you mentioned after all the upperclassmen graduated, you guys were sort of just forced to fend for yourselves and keep the club alive. Because I feel that's kind of the situation after you guys graduate.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of a little bit screwed when you leave.
Yeah, because it's just you and EJ left from that generation, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you are graduating this year.
Yes, unless I fail a class.
Do it.
No balls.
Madam President, we need you.
I will say, it was a really weird experience going through because, it truly was the whole board. It was the president, the treasurer, the guy who recorded all of our videos. It was everybody. They all left. There was nobody left on the board. And it was a really scary moment, but it also was, really cool to be we can make this, whatever we want to be. And I know that's, so cheesy to say, but it was, a really cool experience. And did it suck? Yes. I'm not going to pretend it was really easy trying to figure everything out. But it was a really good experience. So you guys will get to experience that, and that'll be so much fun.
Oh, my God. Yay.
What was your favorite memory of the club?
Oh my God, Paige, that's such a great question. I'm so glad you asked that. It's just, I really love the freedom you have here because outside, a lot of the times, because I'm 20, so I can't perform at 21 plus clubs or anywhere, but back home, pretty much every restaurant or bar that I ever tried to go to an open mic at, you have to be clean.
Oh.
Like no F-bombs either.
Oh yeah, because that's how it is if you like want to try to perform and you're not 21 years old. Like everywhere that you go is like
a family's restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a family restaurant, so you have to be like a child-friendly stand-up comedian.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's hosted at your hometown equivalent of Denny's,
your
the local pancake house,
the local Chuck E. Cheese open mic.
They kick all the animatronics off the stage so you can tell your shitty
Chuck E.
jokes.
Cheese is up there. He's ready to perform a spring lock failure if you bomb.
Yeah, no,
the bite of 24.
the mic I went to back home, like it was also like a music open mic, so it'd just be like 20 old guys with guitars and then me.
Bro, imagine you go and immediately after it's just like Drake starts playing randomly from some guy's acoustic guitar.
There was like this other dude my age, but he was like another guitar player, and he was like this like heavy metal, I don't know what to even call it, but he'd just go there and he'd be like fucking needling around. I don't know what you call
Shredding.
it. Shredding. Yes. He'd just be shredding in like complete silence, shredding for like 2 minutes straight. Probably like 3-4 minutes straight, and then after that, like I would follow. After just 3 minutes of shredding.
The skinny 20-year-old. So what's the deal with airline food?
Yeah, no, the room was always ice cold whenever I would go up, and then it'd just be. I don't know how are you supposed to be like, yeah, so there was 6 guys with guitars, and now I'm here trying to
make you
laugh at my penis jokes. Like,
yeah.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part
of
being in the club, Kelsey? I'm not asking this because I don't know yet. I need to think about it.
Honestly, I feel like the club is like really challenged me as like a performer and as like a writer. Like I hate to call myself a writer, but it's like we all write our own jokes. We all like come up with our own bits. And especially when you're doing it every week and you have the same audience basically every week, it does really force you to be in that mindset of like, okay, well, I need to get new material because these people have been hearing these same jokes for like 4 weeks in a row, and I'm sure they're going to hate me if I go up there. They're not going to hate you, but, you know, you kind of have that motivation to be like, I want to write new material and be funnier so that I can see what works, see what doesn't work.
I can understand that because there's been times in the past where like people will go up and say the same jokes, and they're always funny. They're like funny jokes, but like at some point, like I'm like I could say word for word like some people's jokes. Be, yeah.
I have memorized your entire set, and it's not even mine.
I've memorized your set.
There was somebody that was in the club last year. My boyfriend comes to all the shows. He's been a regular. He's seen every single show. He knows every single person's performance, like what jokes they're gonna tell. And there was a guy that used to perform last year that would tell the same like 5 jokes, and every night we would make a bet on what jokes he was going to tell, and we'd sit there and we'd wait, and when the joke would start we would turn to each other and word for word recite what he was about to say.
Oh, I love that.
So it definitely there is a motivation to kind of push yourself.
Are we not allowed to name drop here?
No.
Let's not name drop.
Let's see this. Come on.
You never know, actually.
This will also be on YouTube.
Oh.
For the masses.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut this part.
Cut that.
God forbid one of the 7 people who watches this is gonna be. It's gonna be Alden.
Alden, bruh.
Madison.
Love you, Alden. But
what is your favorite memory from the club?
I think my favorite, just like part of being in PSUC in general, is like seeing all the new people sort of like learn to write their jokes and grow as performers, because I kind of like see a little bit of myself in them, and like them learning how to write all their new stuff and to grow in confidence as well. I think it's a really beautiful thing to see.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. 'Cause there is this little bit of like, even if you like you kill at your first open mic, like you make people laugh, it's like at the end of the day it still is your first open mic. Like there's still like a lot of room to grow. Like not saying that people aren't inherently good because they're performing for the first time, but there is something about like going up to them and being like, you did so good, and then being like, what, really, like you really think so? And you're like, yeah, like for real, like that was great. So you go up there.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it was when I first got here. Like, my very first open mic, I had nothing written down. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, but I thought I did really well. If I go back and look at it, I would not feel the same. But I felt like I did really well my first time. And, having EJ come up to me and be like, hey, that was really good. You should come back next week. Mm-hmm. That felt really validating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's really not as scary as you think it is, just going up for the first time, because literally no one cares.
Yeah.
You know what, Kelsey? I understand as the club president, you got to give the PC answer. Fuck newcomers. You know how pissed I get when I see a newcomer come up first mic and then kill? You know how fucking annoying that is? Like, I had to go up there and bomb my ass off 4 or 5 times, and they just go up there, or maybe they practice a little bit, but then they just...
Thank you.
I get threatened.
Yeah.
Sounds like a skill issue, to be honest. Maybe you should
Maybe
like
it
get
is.
good. Get good,
Maybe
scrub.
it is.
You're sitting there and you're just like plotting their demise.
Like,
Nice set.
I said, oh man, it's like this little vial of chloroform I have in my pockets itching to be used.
But please come to our mics.
He's not that scary.
I don't hate anybody who comes to the mics. Like, respect to anybody who goes up on stage and does their 5 minutes regardless of how well they do. Because I understand how nerve-wracking that is, especially your first time.
I remember the first time I performed, I actually did really good. And then the next 3 times I bombed. And I was like, this kind of sucks. And then I was just like, but like, it was that one show. I was like, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
We're going to get there.
What?
We're going to get there.
What do you... Oh.
But...
Oh. I thought you were asking a question.
No, I did good that one time, and then I didn't do good again. But I know I could do good. I'm going to get there.
You had that little taste of success, and you're like, I want more.
It's like, is it that you win your first you win your first hand of poker and then lose half your life series? I'm gonna get there.
I feel like the gambling analogy really works here.
Let's
It
go
does.
gambling.
Let's go gambling.
The house always wins. Who is the house here? Is it just like the club?
Yeah, it's the club.
The club.
Because we benefit from you performing.
The
Yeah.
the audience, they'll laugh at something.
Yeah.
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 I feel like everyone gets some sort of benefit from either like going or performing to the show at the shows.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Either you get entertainment or you get humbled.
Yeah.
Some of us need it.
I feel like we should talk about like how our first mic was.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
God.
was your first mics?
First mic, it was like an out of body experience. Like, I remember not even being so nervous I couldn't even think. Like, I went up and I saw the light and it was like the fucking gates of heaven. Like,
Was your first mic at
Croc Lawn? Yeah.
Croc Lawn? Oh,
I remember
yeah,
I got fucking heckled my first mic.
Really?
really?
Or not really a heckle, but like I did a bit and then it flopped, and then like somebody walking past like fake laughed hella loud, and then in the moment I was just like, bruh.
Yeah, you get that at Croc Lawn, but that doesn't usually happen. It usually
The
works.
only hecklers I ever remember have only been during like the Croc Lawn mics.
Yeah.
It's usually the outside ones, which kind of suck that we get hecklers there, but like otherwise, our audience is usually really good about not heckling, which is really nice.
I don't know if you guys were there or if you guys remember, but remember last year
God.
at Croc, the dude who sat on the stool?
I know
Oh
exactly
my
what you're
God.
talking
I
about.
was
EJ
not
was
there for that.
pissed.
I had to go
Yeah,
right
EJ was
after that.
pissed.
There's no way you can recover from something like that. When the mood just like drops so suddenly, I was like, "Hi guys, how we doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that mic was kind of just bad because there was also the homecoming parade going on. So that
That was the same mic. I forget.
yeah.
Bro, imagine your
I
set
would-
just being overshadowed by bagpipes in the background.
I filmed half of that show and then I turned off the camera. Like none of this is salvageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all terrible footage.
But you know, fun facts. My academic advisor was actually at that mic.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
I had my what had happened was I had my advisory meeting like the same day,
Oh yeah.
and then she was like, "Oh, so what have you been doing outside of academics?" Then I told her, and I was like, "There's actually a mic tonight." She's like, "Oh, where is it?" I was, "Oh, she's actually gonna show up."
Oh, God.
My academic advisor has also showed up to mics before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has been to God. Whenever we used to perform outside the Starbucks, she would come to those.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Hail Purdue stage.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Yeah. What was your first mic like?
Oh, gosh. This was so long ago. It was like 2 days after my birthday.
Back when
It was-
dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Purdue was just one building at this point in time. No, I remember it so specifically. It was like January. It was so cold. And this was back when we would do, oh my God, because none of you guys were here for this. We used to do all of our mics in Shin Form, which is that room on the second floor of Croc. It's like the recessed staircase.
Where
Where
we
we
did the
do the
workshop
where we do the
last-
workshops now.
That was where we used to do all of our mics. So if you watch our like old open mic footage, like that's where it is. And it was like a full lineup that night. Like everybody was going, and I think I went like halfway through, like I was like 8 or 9. And I was so nervous. And this was the point in time where you still had to wear a mask during these events.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, so you're like wearing a mask when you perform. And I was so nervous. I wrote a set about an Etsy listing that I saw that I thought was funny. And so I got out there and I told my first joke. And I just will never forget like that first feeling of like when people laugh at your joke for the first time. And it was like
crack.
It is like crack.
Caveman discovering fire.
And it was like, I'm going to be okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. And then I told the rest of my set, and I had a lot of fun. And afterwards, at the time, it was Cooper Kim. He came up to me and was like, oh, my God, you did so good. And, like, we really want to see you around here again. And it was just a really cool experience to, like, get that first laugh and to, like, know I was going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so absolutely for real. I cannot remember a single thing I said during my first open mic. I started, and then, like, 5 minutes later, I, like, woke up. It's like I had been drugged, and I just, like, woke up in a cold sweat, and then, like, I got off the stage, and then everything was fine. They said I did a good job, so I just came right back.
You were like, okay.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Wait, you guys went for a full 5 your first set?
No.
Honestly, the video is out there somewhere. I could probably see how long, but I don't think it was full 5. It might have been 3 or 4.
I think I did because I didn't know going under was an option. I just talked with the full
That is
five.
Hold you hostage on the fucking...
I thought someone was going to shoot me like a horse.
Tell jokes, goddammit.
My favorite part about new people is, like, and not just, like, we don't haze people. Like, that's not cool. But it's, like, is the freshman asking the freshman questions? Because they're so cute. They don't know any better. So we always get people that are like, I have to go for the full 5? Like, I don't know what I'm going to say for 5 minutes. And you're like, no. Like, we're not going to tell you have to stay up there. It's actually 10.
You're not allowed. We tie you to the microphone. You're not allowed to leave.
And then, they're at the first mic, this girl came up to me and she said, excuse me. And I was like, yeah, like, what's up? And she was like, I just had a question. Can I curse? And I was like, yes,
summer child.
You can. And she was like, okay, like, you just didn't curse, so I didn't know. And I was like, I can curse right now if that would make you feel better.
I could. Which curse do you want me to say? I could say all of them.
Damn.
Crap.
Yes. More questions?
I have.
Wait, Paige, did you tell us about your first open mic?
Oh, I could tell about the first open mic. So I wasn't nervous my first open mic.
Psychopath.
Yeah, psychopath.
Yeah, why weren't you nervous?
I've spoken in front of much larger crowds than that, so.
Okay, way to brag.
Shut up.
Oh, really? For, like, theater, or, like, what did you do?
High school graduation, 10,000 people.
Whoa.
Were you, like, valedictorian or something?
Yeah.
No, I introduced people.
Oh.
No, so it wasn't a huge deal to me. I was like, I just go up there and, like, do my thing. So I went up there, and it just kind of happened, and people laughed. It wasn't a huge deal for me. It just kind of happened, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I'll do it again.
I don't like how healthy that answer was.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to give you more mental illness.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just going to, like, Venmo it to you through our Neuralinks.
Oh, shit, trauma. No, it wasn't a huge deal to me. It just kind of happened, and I had fun doing it. I know, it wasn't a huge deal to me. The big trauma that happened was I went there, and have I ever told you the guys how I met the previous president of the Purdue Stand-Up Comedy Club, EJ?
Oh, wow.
He was one of the TLs in my BGR group.
Oh, wait, I feel like I've heard this, but continue.
And he was so, like, extroverted. He terrified me. And I don't remember how I heard about the club, but I showed up to the call out, and he was there. And I was like, fuck, he's here.
I have to interact with him.
Turns out EJ's a cool guy. So, and then I went and performed.
Yeah, EJ's a very cool guy.
So EJ was president, if I remember correctly, last year, but also the year before that.
Yes.
I
think
So the year before that, was that the first year where you guys were, like, scrambling to fill in the slots that all the upperclassmen had?
Yes, it was a completely empty board, so there was nobody, like, rerunning or from, like, the year past that was on the board. So, yeah, we actually had a different president originally when the year started, but then he was like, peace, and he left us. So then we were like, okay, we just need a new president now. And EJ stood and was the hope for us all.
Yes.
I can't believe that was the year you guys got Joe List.
Yeah.
That was the
that's
year we got
crazy.
Joe List. That's crazy.
Very exciting.
Yes.
We've just gotten really lucky with, like, the stand-up comedians that we've been able to pull.
Yes.
Do you feel like he'd take a return offer?
He
Probably.
might if we beg.
Oh.
Maybe he liked us enough to do it.
Joe, if you're watching this,
Joe, please.
Yes. Okay, so, and then my last question I had before we start playing our game that I have is, what is the funniest movie you've ever watched?
Oh boy.
This is a hard question.
I could give 2 answers. One of them being Monty Python and the Holy Grail
Hell yeah.
and the Lego Batman movie.
Elaborate.
I had to pause the movie 4 times so I could finish laughing. And I did cry from laughter at one point during the movie.
Who was your favorite character, though? I feel like that's very important.
Batman.
Oh, duh.
He was the funniest.
It's fucking hilarious.
You're really deep in thought.
because I was.
Bro's
I don't know,
waiting.
I haven't really seen a ton of like comedy movies. I guess when I was younger, I remember laughing a lot at Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Zootopia was a banger.
It was a good movie.
You said Judy Hobbs. Got that?
Oh my God. Why is that what everybody said?
It awakened a lot of people in our generation.
Unfortunately.
It awakened my funny bone and my other bone.
Ew. I'm kicking you off the podcast.
Oh my god. Okay, so for my most funny movie ever, it's called Clowning Around. I think it was like made in the 80s, but it's basically about this guy who's a clown for children's birthday parties, and he meets this chick. This is a Christian movie. Just keep
This is
in
a
mind.
Christian
This is
movie.
a Christian romance movie, all right? And then he like meets this chick who's engaged to like some hotshot business owner.
You
who,
said it was called Clowning Around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've seen this movie once and I haven't been able to find it since. I think it's dead at this point. But he meets like this chick who's engaged to a big shot like business owner who treats her very well, but she feels like their relationship is dying because he's an atheist and he doesn't worship the Lord.
This is
And so she starts an affair with this birthday clown and they connect over the spirit of the Lord, and then they like make out sloppily in a closet and then they get engaged.
Wait, is he in full clown makeup?
For most of the movie, yes.
Wait, while they were making out in the closet?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I remember this very vividly. Her face is like smeared with
I have
red
to Google
lipstick at the
this.
end. I don't know if you'll find it.
Wait, so this was it intended to be like a comedy or
I don't know what it was.
or was it
intended
supposed to be like a heartfelt like
Christian romance?
I have no idea. I also know that there was like a book attached to it as well.
A book?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this movie looks like a horror film.
Oh my gosh, please tell me you found it.
A boy runs away from his foster home, hoping to fulfill a lifelong dream of becoming a circus clown.
Wait,
I
there's
don't
a
think that's
sequel.
the
It said
right
Clowning
one.
Around 2.
I don't think that's the right
Maybe
one.
it's a sequel. Maybe it's Clowning Around 2, because this one.
Maybe this is a fever dream, but I swear to God I remember this. I was like in first grade too when I watched this.
First grade.
Yeah.
And you thought it was the funniest shit you'd ever seen.
It's still the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That sounds like the funniest shit you've ever seen.
So funny.
No, the way you described it, it sounds more off-putting than anything.
Maybe it was on VHS. I think it was with my grandma when I was
VHS,
watching
holy
it.
shit.
It's probably VHS. I'm that old, actually.
Okay, most movies that I find funny are not funny. Like, I'm somebody who loves to be like, if you go into X movie, like, insert movie here, and you view it that it's a comedy, it's the funniest movie you've ever seen. So I love, like, I've seen every single Saw movie at least 5 times. I think the Saw movie, if you watch it the right way, is a comedy saga. That is my true belief. It is, especially the last movie that just came out, Saw X. If you go into it being like, this is the funniest movie I've ever seen, it is the funniest movie you'll ever see in your entire life. But if I had to choose a real answer,
A real answer.
How'd you feel about Schindler's List?
Whoa! Jesus Christ.
if I had to choose a real answer, this is honestly such a lame answer, and this is like an answer a 30-year-old would give. It's probably like The Hangover.
Oh.
I will never forget when I watched The Hangover for the first time. It genuinely like made me laugh out loud, and even still to this day, when I watch that movie, my family has HBO or whatever.
HBO Max.
HBO Max or whatever, like the channel where like movies come on, and The Hangover always comes on the HBO channel, and
Interesting.
every time I'm home I watch
Is
it.
that the one with Kim Jong-un in it?
Bro,
What?
What?
Are you thinking about The Interview?
Oh, yeah.
I guess it kind of sounds the same.
I was
huh?
like, wait, he's an actor too?
No, The Hangover is the premise is it's like these group of 4 best friends, ragtag friends, that go a little bit too crazy the night before one of the best friends' wedding, and 3 of them wake up and the groom is gone, and so they have to figure out during their bender the night before what they did and where the groom went.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that sounds like the plot of a really good video game.
Honestly, get on that.
Get on that.
But yeah, like Zach Galifianakis is in it, and I love Zach Galifianakis more than anything because he made Between Two Ferns, and I love Between Two Ferns.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, and literally anything he's in, I just think he's like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Have you guys ever seen 8 Crazy Nights?
Oh, these movies you're talking about aren't real.
I've never heard of that.
This is not a real movie.
You've seen 8 Crazy Nights. You have to have.
What?
It's an Adam Sandler Christmas movie. Please look it up.
Okay, now I believe that is a real movie.
Fun piece of trivia. That movie is actually what shut down the studio that made it.
Oh, no.
I have not seen this movie.
I told
this
you
is not
it's
a real movie.
Look at it. I've watched it. I've seen clips of it online.
The fact that he's animated, I think I hate.
Yeah. And they tried really hard to make him look somewhat human.
Oh my
He's not wearing his basketball shorts. That's why it's fake.
That's why it's fake.
He's an interesting guy. Okay. I guess it's time for our...
Wait, Paige, did you answer the question?
Yeah, I said Lego Batman movie.
Oh, Lego Batman movie.
And
right.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Lego Batman
I
movie.
like
think-
how you're keeping her on her toes.
Yeah. You're like, answer the question, Paige. I think it was funnier because I was watching the Lego Batman movie with my brother. And I love you, Dylan, if you're watching this. But he's very fun to watch when he's laughing.
Wait, so you watched this when it first came out, or?
No, we watched it at my house. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it at my house.
But you saw it like around the time it came out,
I think so.
or did you watch it like years after?
I don't remember. I think I was
You're
like
really quizzing.
I think I was like 15 or 16 when I watched it for the first
He
time.
wants to know
That
if you're a
movie
fake
is that
fan.
old.
I don't know. I was not the target demographic for that movie.
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is if were you like 11 and you found it funny, or were you like 20?
I was like in high school.
Oh.
You know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
It was
effective.
I was like crying with laughter.
You
It
know
was
what? That's
funny.
14 to 18. That covers a wide range of maturity levels.
None of that there was no maturity at all during my years of high school.
I don't blame you there. I can say the same.
Yes.
You know, my answer was Zootopia. So
Yeah.
That's true.
I've watched that movie like last year, and I still found it like funny.
I've actually never seen Zootopia, so I'm sorry that I judged your answer.
You've never seen
Very-
Zootopia?
It's actually a good movie.
Really?
It is.
Oh, you know what I should have said? I should have said Mean Girls. I actually love Mean
Oh.
Girls.
awesome.
I also watched that movie with my brother, and the entire time before we watched it, he was like, "I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it," and then he was like crying with laughter again.
It's such a good movie. I actually didn't see it until like a year ago. I'd never seen
my
it,
God.
and I was like, I feel like it's like part of the reason why I waited so long was because I already was like pretty old in high school and I hadn't seen it, and everybody was so shocked when I said I hadn't seen it that I was like, I'm just gonna see how long I can go without seeing it.
Oh yeah.
And then my roommates made me watch it, so
I imagine they like duct taped you to a chair and like held your
did.
eyes open like, watch it!
They actually showed that to our class in like freshman health class.
Holy
What?
shit!
Why?
Why?
I don't know, but I watched it and I was like, this is a pretty good movie.
There's no help in that movie.
it's probably talking about bullying.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Yes. All right, you guys ready for our game?
I'm so hyped for the
Yes.
game.
Game.
I believe
Since
you.
this is the stand-up comedy club, I brought our lovely tech guy
Thank you, good
Michael brought Cards Against Humanity. We're gonna be playing it a little bit differently than normal Cards Against Humanity, just by the fact that I will be reading all the black cards, and these are my lovely contestants will be playing.
If you're the one with the least amount of cards at the end, you get shot.
Do good job.
We'll
We'll take you out back. And we'll
take
They send you to a farm upstate.
has your guys' sense of humor ever gotten you in trouble?
Yes.
Oh, so many times.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I feel like you have a story behind this.
No, it's just it happens all the time because I spend a lot of time playing with people on Xbox Live Chat. So I'm pretty
How many? Like 7?
Yeah, you're gonna take 7. I'm gonna put a stack here too, so you'll be able to take. So we're gonna do. How about first person to? Let's say 4.
I'm doing this so inefficiently.
Yeah,
You're
let's
doing
say.
great, Kelsey.
Let's say the first person to 4 black cards will be our winner, and they will win a free BoilerTV T-shirt.
Heck yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, like the lovely one that I'm wearing.
It's a pretty sweet shirt, not gonna lie.
It is.
I need the swag.
How do we? I forgot. I haven't played this game in a while.
How do you play? Okay, so
It's just you match the card to the thing. Right?
yeah, so I'll read. It's basically gonna be like a prompt, and I read, and you're gonna look at your cards, and you're gonna be like, what will be the best way to either like answer this question or like fill in the blank. Like
Okay.
for example, this card, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist? Blank. And then what you guys are gonna do is we're gonna start it with Madison, and once you guys all have your cards, Madison will read out her card, and then Kelsey, and then Jack.
I gotta hide my cards. I don't trust you guys.
So it was Mamma Mia, here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the ABBA song.
Mamma Mia, here I go again. How can I resist?
When I was younger, I thought that it wasn't ABBA. I thought it was ABBA. I thought it was an acronym for something.
ABBA.
ABBA. Yes. So let me know when you guys are ready.
This one's so lame.
Okay.
Because part of me is like, should I do it to my sense of humor or should I do it to what I think other people will be funny?
I don't know. I guess we'll all just pick together.
There's not
The
really,
comedian's dilemma.
It's not really good punchlines. It's just like whatever is the most bombastic shit.
That's how the game
Bombastic.
is placed. That's how it's all gonna be just like crazy shit.
Okay.
And then you'll get that one card that's just like bees. It's my favorite card.
Welcome to Applebee's. Would you like the apples or the bees?
Why would you like that?
Apples are the bees. The bees.
Have you picked out a card?
I'm locked and loaded.
All right, Madison, you go.
Read the card again. I don't remember what it said.
So, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist?
Applying topical ointment to my grandfather's infected penis.
Ew.
Great way to start.
Okay, nasty.
All right, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist?
Drowning the kids in the bathtub.
Such good stuff.
Jesus Christ,
I was stuck
dude.
in between 2, but then I
I can't share the other one. Don't be a party pooper.
Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist?
Being a dick to children.
your card and my card kind of should get married.
Wait, I love.
So you're wait, no.
I'm
I'm
so
just being a
cooked.
dick to children. You're drowning them in a bathtub.
They're kind of like star-crossed lovers.
They are.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, cinematic masterpiece.
I never saw any of
never
those
did?
movies. No.
Dude, it went crazy.
I-
Romeo
well-
like literally died, or Romeo, I guess.
I
He fell
nev-
off the bed of a truck and shattered on the pavement.
Wait, he died?
I thought so. I don't know.
Plot twist.
Never liked Romeo and Juliet, so
We have to put
it's the worst of the Shakespeares. What?
we have to put in the like bio of this video that there are spoilers for Romeo and Juliet in this video.
So, content warning: Romeo and Juliet spoilers.
I remember that movie.
So who wins?
Oh wait, I get to pick. Don't
Yeah,
I? Oh,
you're
shit.
the judge. You said,
I'm gonna have to go with Jack on this one.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I feel like
valid.
I thought it was unanimous, like the ointment on your grandfather's infected penis.
The reaction was so strong because it was the first card.
Oh.
Yeah, it was kind of wild.
All right, so
icky.
I take this.
whatever.
Yes.
Do I keep this card or
What?
do I discard
There,
it?
we'll
Whatever.
make a discard part over
Oh,
there.
okay.
Whatever.
Oh, and then grab another card.
Can I
Yeah.
have one Kelpies?
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
Kelsey, you could put half of the deck over there. No, this deck. Half
I'm being
this deck.
railroaded over here.
There you go. Okay. So you guys. Okay. So next I'll pick one. When I am a billionaire, I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate blank.
Oh, I already know what I'm gonna put.
Oh no.
This one. Okay, this time I'm choosing something that's funny to me,
Okay.
just in case you guys wanted to know.
Whenever I would play with my friends back in Cincinnati, they would always save all of the short jokes until it was my turn to read a card, and then they would just slam them all down on the table.
All right. I think I got mine.
Is
I
everyone
got mine.
okay?
Okay.
Madison, when I, or you, am a billionaire. I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate.
Women in yogurt commercials.
Let's go!
What is it, Jamie Lee Curtis, who's in the Activia commercials?
There's so many in those Activia commercials, and I swear that was like part of my sexual awakening.
They always look so,
Yogurt
like,
commercials.
happy.
Do you eat pussy like that?
Have you ever looked up just stock images of women eating salad?
Yes.
They just look so happy.
Because they're so, like, healthy.
Yeah, they're always like, and I'm like,
I want to be them.
I wish to be as happy as a lady in a stock image eating salad. All right, Kelsey, go. When you are a billionaire, you shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate.
Kayaking with my sluts.
How many sluts you got, though?
I have many sluts.
How many people could fit in a kayak? I thought it was only one.
But in my head, when I imagine, it's like a series of statues erected together.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if you've ever been to DC, but
I have.
there's one of the memorials, and they have a series of statues that are like, like the FDR Memorial. How it's like a bunch of statues that like are dedicated to like big moments in his presidency.
It's
Like
like a
I
round
want
table.
that, but with me kayaking with my sluts at like various points in my life.
I've been to DC one time, and it was in middle school with my entire middle school class.
Oh, so you saw nothing. Got it. Okay.
No, I saw a lot of things, but I try to push that memory far to the back of my mind.
That's so valid.
Valid.
Yes. All right,
You
check.
guys also have hella one-word cards.
When I am a billionaire,
Yeah.
I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate.
Being a motherfucking sorcerer.
Yeah,
that was so epic.
That's good. I might have to give it to you again.
Oh, come on.
Madison, what was your card again?
Women in yogurt commercials.
I know, it's so hard.
Have
It
you ever
is.
seen Jamie Lee Curtis licking off a yogurt lid?
I
Come on,
have.
dude. It's really something that needs erection.
Erection.
I think it already got one. It's between either Madison's or Jack's.
Okay, wow, I guess kayaking
I'm
with my
sorry.
sluts is
I'm
not
sorry.
good enough
You made me. You
No, it's
reminded
not.
me of the Washington D.C. trip I took.
for you. Oh, sorry.
You brought up some really traumatic memories.
It was trauma.
Kayaking in Washington, D.C.
No, I went to Washington D.C. with my entire middle school class.
Oh.
You said, man.
I bet
I'm
you wish you were kayaking,
give
because
it
then you could drown.
To Madison.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm sorry, the woman.
I'm going to stage a coup in my presidency
No!
against all of these people.
No! She's my boss, guys. All right. Let's see. Oh, God.
This is a good one.
This is going to be rough. My favorite sex position is called blank style.
There's so many good ones.
I have the perfect one for
Jack
this.
is dying over here.
I have my ace in the hole.
You're ace in the hole.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
sucker for lowbrow comedy.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm
Okay.
also a sucker for lowbrow comedy.
I don't know. I'm like in between two. Okay, I'm going to go with my gut.
I
Okay.
enjoy my comedy like a fine wine. I chug it straight from the bottle.
Literally. Instagram reels.
Actually.
Yeah, actually.
Have you guys seen that thing where it's like, I've carved my Reels page with blood and sweat? That's how I feel.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Madison. My favorite sex position is called
A gambling problem.
style.
It's where I beg my wife to let me in. After she's kicked me out of the house for losing our
Let's go
emergency fund.
gambling.
Let's go gambling.
All right, Kelsey. My favorite sex position is called
Man meat.
a man meat style.
Just man meat.
Man meat
A
style.
singular man meat.
My favorite sex position is called
Friction.
style.
Okay, come on now. That was perfect.
Ow. What was yours again, Madison?
A gambling problem.
Like gambling.
I feel like it fit in with the theme of what's going on today.
It really does.
It's between Madison and Jack again. I'm so sorry, Kelsey.
Oh my God.
It's okay. You were all fired after we're done recording here.
You don't even. He's not even
Aw.
employed.
Oh man. She's just gonna have like Secret Service outside of every show, and as soon as one of us walks in, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's the one. I need teams Alpha through Omega to converge on my location."
Alpha through what?
She's gonna mispronounce all
SEAL
of our
Team
names
6.
before
Yeah.
introducing us.
Lovely.
She's gonna
No,
call you
actually-
whack.
Whack.
You remember the open mic I hosted like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked up somebody's. I fucked up Brennan's last name.
Wait, what's Brennan's last name?
His last name was Frank.
How did you fuck up
What
that?
did you say?
I said like, because I was timing him, right?
Yeah.
And I was holding my phone and the paper at the same time, so my finger was covering his last name. So I sounded like a dumbass because I was like, because I had to like I trailed off because I was moving the paper to read the rest of it, and then he was like, afterward he went up, he was like, it's not that hard to get right.
You should be embarrassed.
I think I'm gonna give it to Madison again.
Oh my gosh, yippee.
I thought the gambling
I
problem.
have 0.
What's wrong with friction style?
What's wrong
Kelsey.
with man meat
It
style?
sounds painful.
You're doing us bad. You're doing us dirty. Come on, you're the president of the comedy club.
I gotta be funny.
You gotta be funny. Yeah, that is the good skirt. Okay. If you guys have cards you don't want, I don't care. You could get a new card.
I'm so gonna get canceled
No,
for
no.
my next one.
Oh no.
I'm playing
Oh
by the
no.
rules.
No, I'll be nice, I promise.
Be careful.
I'm banking some
Oh
of these.
god. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without blank.
Ooh. This one's just dumb.
La 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 la.
Whoa.
All right, you guys are ready?
Ready.
Yes.
All right. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without
Penis breath.
Jesus Christ. Kelsey. A
Uh,
romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without.
farting and walking away.
So true, queen.
Sometimes you just gotta crop dust them.
I don't know why that's so funny to me. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without.
Worshipping that pussy.
So true, king.
Oh no!
I already know who won.
I'm so Jack. Here you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, this is like my third energy drink of the day. I'm gonna piss kidney stones.
You're gonna like die right in front of
I
us.
already feel like I'm gonna
You
die.
drank a whole Red Bull before we even started
Yeah,
too.
I know.
Okay, let's see. I'm just picking. Okay, card. Oh, this is a great one. This is one of my favorite. I've played this game way too much. This is one of my favorite black cards in the entire deck.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I sticky?
Why am I sticky?
Not sure if this fits, but it's funny.
Not sure if it fits. I swear to God, I am funny. I swear.
Kelsey, haven't you heard that women aren't funny?
Ooh.
I don't know. Me and Jack are tied right now, so maybe we have a shot.
I know. Win it for us.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Why am I sticky, Madison?
Landmines.
What the fuck?
Are they sticky?
Sticky,
don't know.
sticky bomb
I'm
landmines.
sticky all over.
I'm sticky with blood.
Kelsey,
Oh,
why am I
God.
sticky?
The gays.
Jack, why am I sticky?
Goat.
Goat. Ew.
He literally just says goat.
I got hella one-word cards for whatever reason.
I feel like those are the funniest, actually.
I actually am gonna give it to Kelsey.
Oh my God. I was really thinking I wasn't gonna win.
I was gonna say, what kind of clubs do you go to? That's cray cray.
The goat. Just goat.
Goat.
Goated.
Goated. I scream that like 7 times on Saturday nights while I'm watching anime with my roommate.
Goat.
I just would go, goated.
Goated.
With the sauce.
Someone will do something mildly cool on a show and I'll just go, goated. Goated.
The visuals are slightly better than average, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. What's that? What was that?
For the growl. Rawr.
Roar. All right.
Was that one of you?
No.
No.
It was the
It sounded like a car, but we're like in a basement.
Motorcycle.
Oh, I hear it now.
Yeah. All right. Daddy, why is mommy crying?
this one could be.
These are too literal.
I
got mine.
know. I'm like, I feel like mine just would be sad.
I'm just picking the semantically correct option.
Don't pick picking ones that don't match is way funnier.
I will take that into account. Okay, I have my answer.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
This one's just.
Are you locked in, Kelsey?
I'm locked the fuck in.
Are you locked in, Jack?
Locked in.
Locked in. Madison. Well, Daddy, why is mommy crying?
All the dudes I fucked.
Oh!
Yikes.
Womp womp infidelity.
And you're answering that as daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Your daughter.
What, you being
Why?
homophobic, bitch?
Daddy, why is mommy crying?
Literally begging to die.
Oh, no.
Daddy, why is mommy crying?
The screams. The terrible screams.
Oh,
What does Daddy
mommy
have
forgot
to
to take her lithium again.
Mommy forgot to take her. Madison. I'm going to give it to Madison.
I need to get my ish together right now.
Madison, are you on match point?
I'm on 3, yeah.
Match point, Madison.
Point. That's me.
Ooh, I'm going to skip that one.
Oh, no. I don't like that card. Can I pick a new one?
Yeah, you can.
Is it nasty? Oh, yeah, I had to do
I'm not doing that on Boiler
I had to get
TV.
rid of one of those earlier, too.
Not on the Boiler TV.
I gotta take this one home for the boys.
All right.
This is so boys versus girls right now.
This is
I feel
This is-
targeted.
This is a double, so there's going to be 2 cards. And the Academy Award for blank goes to blank.
You're struggling.
I got mine.
Okay. Madison. And the Academy Award for
My sex life.
goes to
Poor life choices.
For
Okay.
Sorry if I keep it too real, guys.
Oh, shit. No,
bad.
Kelsey. And the Academy Award for
cocaine for lunch.
goes to
The clitoris.
what the fuck?
Listen, she got a little hungry.
That is a terrible image I just got in my head. And the Academy Award for
Announcing that I am going to come.
goes to
Stalin.
Now I'm just imagining one of like those old timey video clips where he's like, I'm about to go.
Or whenever someone says something like that, I always just remember just the way back in, what was it, 2020, the vice presidential debate. Do not come.
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 We did it, Joe. We did it.
We did it. Do not come.
Do not
Okay.
come.
Oh, God. Those are all really good.
I like Kelsey's little like hover vacuum thing she's got going on over there.
Wait, what?
I just think of it like a vacuum.
Oh, yeah. That was kind of the image I had in my head. Like, I gotta go on my lunch break.
Kelsey, I loved yours, but the image it gave me in my head.
Discard you.
I
Valid. Like, people tell that to me all the time.
I'm going to give it to Jack.
Deserved.
That was well deserved, I do have to say.
Okay. All right. Match point for Madison and Jack.
Okay.
Can I come back?
Can you do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
I don't understand. When was that from?
That was from the 2020 vice presidential debate between
Kamala and Mike Pence. I
Kamala and Mike.
I thought that was just her giving an address, and she just was like, do
I
not
thought
come.
that was from the presidential. The vice.
At some point, she said, do not come.
Yeah, it was funny.
Do not come.
Yeah.
What's the question?
What ended my last relationship? Madison over there. Ooh.
I gotta clutch this, bro.
You got a clutch? Are you locked in?
I'm locked in, yeah.
Okay, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Madison? What ended my last relationship?
The Underground Railroad.
Oh no.
Um,
Kelsey, what ended my last relationship?
I said lumberjack fantasies.
Jack, what ended my last relationship?
Pulling out.
Oh, that was just kind of sad.
Kelsey, lumberjack fantasy.
That was good. Yeah.
Thank you. I've always wanted to.
You're coming back, Kelsey.
I know.
Match point for all three.
I only
This
have
is.
two.
You only have two?
I only have two.
I thought you had three. I'm sorry.
Match
No.
point if Kelsey clutches
Because
this
I'm not
one.
funny. Anyway,
Don't be that way.
my mom tells me I'm funny.
My grandma says I'm a special boy.
Okay.
Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a date with blank.
I know exactly what card I'm choosing.
I read that wrong anyways. Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a date with blank.
I don't have any nouns.
Then do a verb.
Well, have you never heard someone being like, I have a date with my couch? Or, no, well, that's still a noun. Or
I
have a date with Destiny. No, that's still a noun.
Yeah, you can't. It's not grammatically correct.
I have a date with running away from my problems.
So true.
Okay, that kind of works actually. Okay.
You're like, actually, that is a card that I do have.
Oh, I do have that card. Holy shit.
I see the vision.
Everyone locked in?
Yes.
Madison. Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a date with
Corporate America.
Oh,
That's what I tell
that's
myself every time I
surreal.
go into work. I'm like, I gotta.
Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a date with.
Grandma.
Oh no.
But that's kind of sweet.
I kind of hope that it would be taken the other way, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you were making sexual advances on your grandma.
No, that's no. Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a date with.
Slaughtering innocent civilians.
What?
I don't have any nouns. My only noun is horse meat.
I'm just, why did you say it in a British accent?
Slaughtering innocent civilians.
Slaughtering, I can't do it.
Slaughtering innocent civilians.
Who do you think you're going to pick to win?
It felt fitting for the role.
For the role.
For the role.
I'll be totally honest, I don't like any of these.
Okay, we can have another round.
We can do another round.
All right.
our desires.
Nobody won. Okay, we'll get another black card. To be honest, none of you are funny.
Aw.
Let's see what the next card is.
Oh, I got a noun.
Oh, thank God.
Take
Oh,
it
no,
now,
that's not going to
500.
work. One, I just pulled out a card. It says make a haiku. We don't have time for that.
No.
Like, pick it a good one. Let me see. Okay, I like this one.
Okay.
Oh,
My name is Peter Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and now I'm blank.
I'm way too confident in my answers for someone who hasn't gotten a point in like 5 rounds.
Oh, man, I just picked a really good card.
You could change it. I
Nah,
don't care.
it's okay.
I
I still
really-
like this one. It makes me giggle.
Okay.
can I see the card? Yeah, now I'm okay. Got my answer.
Okay. My name is Peter Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and now I'm.
A bird that shits human turd.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's just a shit.
Oh my god.
What should I do? Like the Peter Parker from friggin' Across the Spider-Verse? Okay, let's do this one last time. My name is Peter Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and now I'm the one and only.
Micro pig wearing a tiny raincoat and booties.
Oh my gosh, literally Spider Pig from The Simpsons.
He was also
everything.
in Spider-Verse. All right, my name is Peter Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and now I'm.
Dying. You're fucking dying. You got bit by a radioactive spider. You're not. You're dead.
That's good.
That was awesome. Here you go. The winner of the P Suck Cards Against Humanity tournament is Jack. Yay!
Congrats.
You're never performing ever again, actually.
You've been blacklisted.
You've been blacklisted.
You will be tranked on site.
Oh God.
You will be shot with horse tranquilizers.
I'm gonna shoot you up with
I'll be
ketamine.
shot. I'll be turned into horse meat after a straight pube and me time.
I'm gonna take you to a farm upstate. Give you a fitting end.
Yeah,
Take him out
you
back.
went to the carnival, you know?
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us today on the Boiler Room. Next time, we'll be speaking with another club, and we'll do some more fun activities. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.